Smriti Irani, BJP. Sonia Gandhi, Congress. Kangana Ranaut, BJP. Urmila Matondkar, Congress. Mayawati, BSP. Jaya Prada, Samajwadi Party. Mamta Banerjee, TMC. Supriya Sule, NCP. Jaya Lalita, AIDMK. Priyanka Gandhi, Congress. Meenakshi Natarajan, Congress. Nirmala Sitharaman, BJP. Divided by political ideology. United in India's misogynistic political patriarchy. All have faced sexual slurs. And that, viewers, brings me to the latest in a legion of sexist slurs in Indian politics on Indian women politicians. As Kangana Ranaut was inducted into the Bharatiya Janata Party and fielded from the constituency of Mandi, Himachal Pradesh, to the shock, horror of any right-thinking individual, on the Instagram handle of the head of Congress social media team, Supriya Srinath, was posted this insinuating post that Kangana was a prostitute from Mandi. Sexist, misogynistic, downright degrading. While Supriya Srinath deleted the post, alleging her social media handle was misused by her team member, a massive political controversy broke. The BJP supporting Kangana tore into the Supriya Srinath on the sexist slur, rightful outrage, rightful disbelief on the comment that has since been deleted. While Supriya Srinath made it clear she was not behind the social media post, Kangana tweeted out a dignified response.
मेरे फेसबुक और इंस्टाग्राम अकाउंट का एक्सेस कई लोगों के पास है। उसमें से किसी एक व्यक्ति ने आज एक बेहद घृणित और आपत्तिजनक पोस्ट की। मुझे जैसे ही पता चला, मैंने सर्वप्रथम उस पोस्ट को डिलीट किया, क्योंकि जो कोई भी मुझे जानता है वो अच्छी तरह से जानता है कि मैं कभी भी किसी भी महिला के खिलाफ व्यक्तिगत भद्दी और भोंदी टिप्पणी कर ही नहीं सकती हूं। मैं इसकी घोर विरोधी हूं। ट्विटर पर मेरा नाम का दुरुपयोग करके एक पैरोडी अकाउंट चलाया जा रहा है, सुप्रिया पैरोडी के नाम से। वहीं पर ये ऑब्जेक्शनेबल पोस्ट हुआ और वहीं से किसी ने कॉपी पेस्ट करके मेरे फेसबुक और इंस्टा पे डाला।
हमने जो है उस पर रिएक्शन दिया है। मेरी जो है, मुझे नड्डा जी ने दिल्ली बुलाया है, उनसे मीटिंग होने के बाद ही मैं कोई प्रतिक्रिया आगे दे पाऊंगी। और मैं एक अभिनेत्री हूँ, और अभिनेत्री होने के कारण या जो भी किसी भी महिला का कोई भी, चाहे उनका व्यवसाय हो, कोई भी उनका काम हो, पेशा हो, हर महिला, चाहे वो टीचर हो, चाहे वो एक्ट्रेस हो, चाहे वो जर्नलिस्ट हो, चाहे वो राजनीतिज्ञ हो, या वो चाहे सेक्स वर्कर हो, किसी भी तरीके की जो महिला है वो डिग्निटी जो है वो डिजर्व करती हैं।
Deleted or not, but the comments on Kangana Ranaut are appalling to say the least. The fact is also she won't be the first woman or the last one entering politics to face and be targeted by sexist slurs. And that is where, viewers, whataboutery comes in. Because sometimes whataboutery is essential, even imperative for us as a society to face the mirror and understand our own toxic patterns. So while what we said about Kangana on Supriya Srinath handle is unforgivable as Kangana calling Urmila Matondkar a porn star. Women are always soft, easy targets considered fair game for politicians. At times, it's women attacking other women. But political history stands replete, and there is political testimony to examples of sexist slurs. So whataboutery is important, because if Digvijay Singh hadn't used Tanj Mal for his own Congresswoman Meenakshi Natarajan, if the Prime Minister hadn't used a 50 crore girlfriend ki jibe for a congressman, if Sanjay Nirupam in Parliament from Congress hadn't used Thumke Wali from Smriti Irani, if Daya Shankar Singh BJP hadn't called Mayawati a prostitute, if Azam Khan from the Samajwadi Party hadn't casually mentioned Jaya Prada's underwear while campaigning, if Rahul Gandhi hadn't made a derogatory comment on Aishwarya Rai, then Kangana possibly would not have called Urmila a soft porn star. And possibly Kangana would not have been called a prostitute on a Congress handle. Which leads us to ask, when will women stop being easy prey when it comes to Indian politics. Let's cut across to our guest this evening, Ashutosh, political analyst, Sanjay Singh, consulting editor, IANS, Charu Pragya, national spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party, Dolly Sharma, spokesperson, Congress. Charu Pragya, you've gone ahead, reported the issue of Kangana Ranaut being targeted, not just by one handle, multiple handles, some Congress, some not, to the Election Commission. What do you hope to get out of it? What kind of action do you hope to see?
Preeti, I'll tell you what is the worst thing about this sexist slur that has come Kangana's way. You're right. Your introductory remarks talked about many such slurs, and each one is as bad as the last. And I'm not going to draw a distinction between one political party and another, mine included. But the difference here is it's a woman making these remarks. It's a woman who is not sufficiently apologizing for these remarks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I expect sexist, misogynistic, oppressive remarks like this. In a way, maybe coming from a man, they are hurtful, but not as hurtful when they come from a woman. And to use an excuse first of saying your account got hacked, and then saying that too many people have access to your account, are you trying to say that the social media chief of the Congress party has no idea what's going on with her own account? Are you trying to say that you do not approve of the posts that are posted from your handle every single time? Are you trying to say that only when an outrage reached to 7,000 plus likes on your post, you thought to delete it? Is that an excuse? And are we supposed to accept that? See, all things standing, I'm never going to be a woman who's going to say any kind of a sexist remark is welcome, no matter who makes it. I have actually prepared a whole list of them, but I don't want to read them out and indignify women further. The point here is, did Supriya Shrinet apologize? 3 of the top leaders of the Congress party, 2 are women, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, Sonia Gandhi. Have they come out and said this was not done? And we don't stand by it? When you can go and visit victims of rape when it suits you politically, when you can say ladki hu, lad sakti hu, why not take a stand for this as well? And Supriya Shrinet, the least that can happen is for her to be fired. At least start there.
All right. Okay, Charu Pragya, you've made very, very credible points. And as a woman, I 100% agree with you. Therefore, I want to draw you in on this conversation because I agree with what you said. I do agree, and I would think any right-thinking person will agree that if you are the social media head of a party as big as the Congress, how easy is it to misuse your handle? And if so, why not an apology? Do you also agree, because whataboutery is essential here, Charu Pragya, that a Kangana Ranaut should also apologize and should have been asked at that point of time and checked when she called Urmila Matondkar, who had got a Congress ticket to fight on, a soft porn star?
Absolutely. Preeti, why would you even think that I wouldn't agree with you? I completely agree with you. But please tell me, does a mistake you've made in your past make you a target for such remarks later in your future? Do you not realize that our law has built-in protection for women to be attacked like that? There is an entire section for outraging the modesty of a woman, which can be with punishment of a fine and imprisonment up to 2 years. Let's look at it from a legal angle as well. And if you were claiming hacking and then you backtrack, that basically means you knew about the comment, you knew about the post. It went out on all your social media.
Well, I'm glad, Charu Pragya, at least you're one of the very rare spokespersons who come out and say, yes, Kangana was wrong to use that comment, because nobody really says that. Everyone wants to mind their business, but not look at
10 more seconds of your time. I think Kangana said it in a very dignified way. Even if a woman is a sex worker or a prostitute, nobody, and absolutely nobody, has the right to attack her. Had Kangana been a man contesting from Mandi, would anybody have gone out?
I agree with you, but it cuts both ways. I agree with you, Charu Pragya, 100% agree with you. And there is a reason why today I agree with you 100%. But there is a reason why today we are going to bring up cases of the past, because if the cases in the past were corrected, then this would not have happened. And Dolly Sharma, our Congress spokesperson, I want to get you in on this statement. The fact is, it's easy to say my account was hacked, but are you sorry, number one? Number two, Dolly Sharma, are we to believe it's that easy to actually, and account wasn't hacked, account was misused by your own party personnel. What action has been taken against that party personnel, Dolly Sharma? And is the Congress today apologetic? And see, are we to believe that it is this easy to misuse the social media head's account where Congress is concerned?
Good evening to all. Number one, as you've always, it's there on your screen as well, that Supriya Shne, she has written on her Twitter that someone who had access to my Meta accounts, FB and Insta, posted on an absolutely disgusting and objectionable post, which has been taken down. Anyone who knows me will know I would never say that for a woman. However, a parody account that I have just discovered misusing my name is being run on Twitter, Supriya Parody, which started the whole mischief and is being reported. She said very clearly here that this is disgusting and and this is totally objectionable. I, as a woman, will also say the same, that such remarks by anybody, I think we should not take, and we should speak above party lines, because it's actually a respect of a woman, number one. And though anybody, like I have personally spoken to Supriya ji, and she's looking into it, who has done it. And
it's very easy, Dolly Sharma. You and I both know, only an X number of people will have the access to Supriya Shrenaith's account. It's very easy to identify that person and take action. Has that been done?
No, that's what Supriya ji said. She said that I'm looking, who has, 3-4 people handles my account, and I will look who the person is and will definitely take an action. And clearly, like you said, and you've shown the previous comments also, like 50 crore ki girlfriend and many others, Congress ki vidwa.
But Dolly Sharma, don't pick and choose your comments. You had your own Digvijay Singh who called Meenakshi Natarajan Panchmal.
Please.
I could choose to read them, but Preeti knows I deliberately did.
One second, let's go one by one. Dolly Sharma, make your point. I'll go back to Charu Pragya for a rebuttal, and I'll bring in Ashutosh and Sanjay ji after that.
Ghosh today also stated about Mamta Banerjee कि पता कर लीजिए आपका बाप कौन है. कभी आप गोवा की होती है, कभी आप Bengal की होती है. So these are also objectionable statements. And
fair enough, and that's the question.
Action also on Dilip
All right,
Ghosh.
fair enough. But Charu Pragya, Dilip Ghosh, who actually questioned who Mamta Banerjee's father was. Why is it, why are women such easy target, and what action are you taking against Dilip Ghosh? Is your own?
So Dilip Ghosh, I am not defending his statement. It came out sounding wrong from every single angle, Preeti. But maybe he wanted to hit out at the fact that Mamta Didi calls everybody else an outsider. But she becomes a local whatever state she goes to, whether it is Manipur or Tripura or it is West Bengal. That is what his meaning was, but I am not defending
Charu
him.
Pragya, you and I both know what he said. But Charu Pragya, you and I both know what he said. He didn't say she's an outsider.
Let me make one thing very, very clear on your show. And I am doing this in spite of being a politician of the Bharatiya Janata Party, being a spokesperson of Bharatiya Janata Party. I believe that no one at all should tolerate casteist slurs or sexist slurs of any kind ever. And that is why I take an objection to Dolly Sharma bringing up selective statements. Why selective statements? I told you categorically. I've got 25.
I just want to bring in both our other guests into this conversation. Because one can't pick selective statements on what suits your political outfit. If calling Kangana Ranaut or inferring to her as a prostitute on a Congress handle is wrong, then a Dilip Ghosh questioning who's your father to Mamta Banerjee is equally wrong. And as long as both our spokesperson understand and accept it, only then can a civil debate or a constructive debate be conducted. Ashutosh and Sanjay Singh, I want to get you in this conversation, and let's hark back, Ashutosh. We can continue to pick on what the Congress said, but if you go right back, why is it that women continue to be the easiest target, especially when it comes down to sexuality, on how they look, how they conduct themselves? If they get into politics, that's the first target.
Because we are responsible for this. And we means the males of the India society. We don't look at women from a person perspective, but we look at it from a different perspective altogether. I don't want to get into that. The fact of the matter is that, Preeti, I think you and I are wasting our time debating this particular issue. And why I'm saying so? I'm saying so for the simple reasons, because this is unending debate. And no political party is going to take action against their own person who are indulging into such kind of things. N number of cases where the BJP spokesperson, the BJP leaders had done it, and N number of cases where the Congress leaders and the Congress party has done it. Take any political party. Has any political party had ever any shame that their party leaders are indulging into such kind of action. One strong action against one leader. If one leader is sacked, expelled from the party, I can tell you, no person from that party will ever indulge into such kind of actions. Never ever this happen. And I'm not talking about only Kangana Ranaut, Supriya Srinath, or Dilip Ghosh, or anybody. There are n number of instances when such people who are indulging into these kind of misogynistics and abusive and all kinds of languages, they are promoted in the party. They were given tickets for the Lok Sabha elections. They become ministers in this country. So everybody knows what is happening. So unless you do it, and I can tell you one example, the prime example is Tejasvi Surya, for which the obnoxious statement he made about the Arab women, for that the Prime Minister office had to issue a clarification. It was a diplomatic row between India and the Middle East countries. But he got a ticket and he became a minister. He became a member of parliament.
But but Ashutosh, again, you can't cherry pick. I can name three Congress netas.
I'm coming to that. I'm coming to the Preeti. Let's not live in guilt that I can't criticize Congress party or I can't criticize BJP. I think we are also living in guilt for the simple reason. From which started this? Who was the man who said the 40 crore ki girlfriend? Who was the man?
No, sir, I can go back. I can go back to many Congress leaders before that saying that.
No, Preeti.
लड़कों से गलती हो जाती है. Did you go there?
No. I didn't disturb you. I'm not taking the name of the Prime Minister. But does it behove to the Prime Minister holding a constitutional position? Does it behove to the Digvijay Singh when talking about such kind of language against the fellow Congresswoman? Does it behove? No, it doesn't. But
okay.
Everybody thinks that women is an...
That's the problem. That's the point, because it cuts across party lines. Therefore, it's acceptable. And Sanjay Singh, I want to bring you in on this, because you hark back. It's not something which is a current context. You hark back. Mayawati, the number of times she was openly called a prostitute, it's amazing.
Mayawati being called a prostitute.
Jaya Lalita. Go ahead, sir.
Yes. Jayalalitha, of course, she had a very tormented kind of life past, and some of which has been captured on screen also in terms of movies being made, and there is also biography around Jayalalitha. And in one of her interviews when Jayalalitha was alive, she came out very candidly about what she had undergone through. But Jayalalitha at the same time is one shining example of a woman's grit who stood and saw all of it and then marched on to the extent that she was the first in many decades, first person to have returned to power in Tamil Nadu. It's a different story altogether that later on she...
No, but these are success stories where these women have charted for themselves in whatever manner that they have, Sanjay Singh. I'll give you a current context. The BJP president, Chandrakant Patil, Maharashtra, on Supriya Sule. If you don't understand politics, which you don't, go home and cook.
See, I'm not the one who would defend as to what he said. But in this context, there could be a situation of anger and emotion about something which women in India traditionally have been given a role as to be a homemaker, somebody who can only cook, raise children, and so on and so forth.
But Sanjay Singh and Charu Pragya, that's where the problem lies, because you keep subscribing to old stereotypes that women are supposed to be home, they should be cooking, and therefore you lead to the larger thought on how dare they forget about share political space but challenge your political space.
At the same time, Preeti, that's a very challenging task the women are doing at home. That also goes.
Sanjay Singh, nobody,
I'm not defending.
Nobody is belittling the task that women do at home, but don't take away from what women do in the public field, especially in the realm of politics. That's all I'm trying to say. Charu Pragya, you want to come in and you wanted to retort to the Congress spokesperson. Go ahead.
I do. So, I chose not to read out 2-page full of remarks I have noted down made by Congress leaders specifically, and then carrying forward to the India Alliance leaders. And Preeti, if you want, I will read them. But I believe on a day like today, I am not going to dignify those remarks. I choose not to, because here, when women like us come into politics, we've come to change this very mindset. This mindset that when you cannot attack a woman on her ideology, let's find a picture of her that could seem objectionable. Let's say something about the way she looks, what she chooses chooses to wear, right? So instead of attacking her statements or her ideology, this is what we've come down to. And I want to refute all the arguments put forward by everyone by making two simple comparisons here. One, all the other examples that you have taken, they have come from men, not women. This time,
I
it
gave
has
you
come
one of
from a woman.
Kangana
The second
herself.
thing, and I already told her, Kangana is not a woman in politics. She's trying to enter politics now, and I'm not making any excuses for her. Wrong is wrong. But today, if you want to make place for women in politics, at least the women have to be careful about what they're saying, overly careful. I do not for a second buy whatever Supriya Srinath said afterwards, because it was not simply a sexist slur. You lied about hacking. Now you're trying to throw a minion under the bus by pretending you knew nothing about what was going on. And no unconditional apology has been rendered. Forget about the top
Fair
party
enough.
leadership, even by Supriya Srinath.
Fair
And
enough.
this
Dolly
is
Sharma, you want to come in on this?
objectionable.
If there is somebody involved, are you giving us a guarantee that in the next 24 hours, we'll know action would have been taken against that person who posted that objectionable content?
And
Number
the
one.
parody account
Number two,
had
will
the
there
same
be an
same
apology
admin.
coming in from the Congress?
100%, 100%. We are not the party who will keep Brij Bhushan Saran Singh with them, despite of knowing the fact that, you know, our wrestlers have suffered like anything. And also today, I would like to question the role of NCW, who work biasly. Totally biased work they are doing. When it's a BJP leader or anybody related to BJP, they come into picture. Or if there's any other woman, like for example, Mamta Banerjee today, what Dilip Ghosh has said, there is no, they've
Fair
not
point.
taken any action against
Dolly
him.
Sharma,
So,
fair point. As I bring in Ashutosh, I want to ask you a question. And this is a question which is rhetorical in nature, because I know I'm not going to get a response, but I'll ask you nonetheless. Dolly Sharma, the fact is, you say action will be taken. I just want to ask you, why was Chaudhary Lal Singh, who led out a protest in Udhampur in support of those who are now convicted of the murder that happened where Kathua was concerned, rape and murder of a young child, why have you taken him back? Why give him a ticket?
see, we are not, today, Congress party never supports anybody who
Then
speaks
why?
like that. Why Kangana has got the ticket from the Bharatiya Janata Party after such
Madam,
remarks
huge
of
difference.
Pragya Matondkar?
But Charu Pragya, you're shaking your head. Are you going to tell me? As I asked this question from Dolly Sharma and she doesn't have an answer. But Charu Pragya, let me ask you that same question. Are you going to sit here and tell me it's wrong to give Brij Bhushan Sharan a ticket or his wife a ticket because the seat of Kaisarganj is coming up?
See, let's make one thing very clear here, Preeti. I believe, in my personal opinion, any kind of a concentrated effort which goes towards showing that a man could have behaved inappropriately towards any woman should be unacceptable. Full stop.
I'm
But
hoping
this
you're
is
going to raise
not
these
being
objections
proved
when
by
a
law
ticket
yet.
is,
No,
when to your
no,
seniors
absolutely.
on
But-
not giving a
but
ticket to
the
Brij
women-
Bhushan
the
Sharan.
women who should be filing the FIRs are taking them back. The women who should be
Madam,
filing the
there are
FIRs
3
are taking
FIRs
them
which
back.
get stuck by. None of the, please do not say they are taking them back.
No, they're not taking
Please
it
don't
back.
say. Vinesh Phogat's FIR is very much there.
When Lal Singh gets a ticket from the Congress party,
Ma'am,
or
that
when
is for
Congress
Dolly
chooses
Sharma to
not
answer. She
even
doesn't have an
mention
answer.
Sandesh
But
Ali.
do you have an answer on Brij
I
Bhushan
gave you
Sharan?
my answer.
Okay,
Of
I
course
want to
I
bring
did.
it. There's no
That's
point. This is
substitute.
again. This is going into Lal Singh, and from the Congress, it's going into a Brij Bhushan Sharan. Ashutosh and Sanjay Singh getting you in 30 seconds each. Ashutosh, that's the problem. No, the problem is not so much about a Supriya Srinath or an XYZ or a Kangana Ranaut. The problem comes to the fact that you will give a Lal Singh Chaudhary of winnability a ticket, even though he's he was the one who took out a protest march in favor of the accused of Kathua rape.
Preeti, I'm forgetting the name of another leader from the BJP in the Kathua raid, and he was on the ground and he was supporting rapists and he was promoted. I think Sanjay Singh can correct me if I'm wrong. But Lal Singh is a classic case. Did BJP take any stand against him? Why Congress party admitted him in the party? That shows the political parties and the political spokesperson, they defend those people. They do whataboutery. They are not united as a women. If the
Fair
women
enough.
of all the political
Sanjay Singh, do
parties
you
are
agree?
united,
The test should be in a Lal Singh Chaudhary and a Brij Bhushan Sharan, and not so much who posted what and deleted what. You're on mute, Sanjay Singh.
Lal Singh has got the ticket. In Brij Bhushan Saran Singh, we are yet to know. As and when the tickets are announced, we'll get to know about that. But at the same time, women who have been challenged they have come out shining, and many of those women have come out shining. The BJP, I think, lost in 2004, and somewhat BJP had to pay a price because a certain comment was made about Sonia Gandhi. Mayawati, for instance, you named Mayawati. Mayawati is one shining example. जिन्होंने सारे जितने पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज हैं, ऑल मेन लेड पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज, उनको धूल चटा दी थी. There are situations when women have come out, stood by it.
I agree with you, but Sanjay Singh, the fact is they shouldn't have faced it in the first place. That's the problem.
That's
you can't make them heroes for coming out of it. They shouldn't have faced it in the first place, and we're going to let it at that. I appreciate all four panelists for joining us. We are running out of time, but thank you for joining us.